Hi guys! Thanks for joining me in my office again today. I want to share with you some of the projects that I'm working on or have started and not yet finished. Photography projects that help me to keep my photography life interesting. So some of these may be a little bit unexpected, but they are things that just help me to grab those creative juices and start running. So, shall we? Okay, the first thing is that I have started writing a novel. What does a novel have to do with photography? Well, the main character is a photographer. It is a fiction novel. This is something I've never ever done before, and to be honest with you, I may not finish it, but I have the first paragraph. Just the first paragraph. And would you like me to read it to you? Good thing that I can't hear you, because I'm going to assume that you said yes. I knew something was different this morning before I even opened my eyes. It wasn't a strange sound so much as the absence of one. I thought I'd left my fan on and the window open. I loved my small apartment and put my heart into making it comfortable, but very few things were brand new. I had a thing for rustic country-style decor, and the best place to find those were at secondhand markets. The day I found my fan, it was standing pretty on its solid wood base and teal-colored paint at a store 2 blocks away. I carried it the whole way home and up 2 flights of stairs into my apartment, using all of my strength to keep the base from dragging on the concrete. When I plugged it in, there was a definite hum, but I decided that I didn't mind. I'd picture it as white noise, perhaps the sound of a great body of water rushing in at high tide. In any case, it did its best to drown out the constant background of cars and voices drifting in off the street, and I was grateful. But this morning, something was different. So, there you have it, my first paragraph of a novel. I do have my main structure of ideas written out, and I just have to force myself to start actually writing a little bit more. I love to read books. How to write a novel, writing a novel in 10 minutes a day, because your dreams are worth 10 minutes. That's true. Your dreams are worth 10 minutes. And I love children's books. Children's books, because normally children's books are written with more creativity. They are more, how do I say it? Just, exciting. They have little drawings, they have color and everything. I find this to be more creatively inspiring than many adult books. So, a novel. I have started a novel. I may not finish. Another thing that I started and may not finish is a short film. I wrote down every single scene in this short film. It is a photography-based short film, and it's meant to be 3 to 5 minutes tops, and it is actually without words. And I was inspired by some short films that I saw on YouTube. And okay, now I'm saying that I'm probably not going to finish it, but I'm going to change that. I am going to finish it. And for this one, I have to say I'm going to start it. So a short film coming your way sometime. But it is photography related. And what I like about the idea of doing a short film is that it will help me to improve my videography skills. And it's something different. It's something fun and new. There was a short film actually by Gene. I will put his link here, and he did a great job. He did a fantastic job, and that was one of my inspirations as well. All right, so workshops is one of the things that I was doing for sure and has been canceled. So unfortunately this year I've already missed a Rockies workshop, had to cancel a second Rockies workshop. I'm no longer going to the Lake District in the UK, but I still have one-to-one workshops, one-to-one sessions that you can sign up for on my website, and that's just an hour of one-to-one online where I meet with you. And I'm still doing that, and I really enjoy that because it gives me an opportunity to meet with you personally and to help you with whatever photography projects or other projects that are somewhat photography related that you may be working on. So that is something that I am doing to stay busy and inspired. And so that I thank you. You're helping me to stay inspired. Learn nature. So I am out all of the time doing landscape photography, and I absolutely love it. And I notice that quite often as I'm going out and taking these images, I wonder about the things that I'm seeing. And so I decided that I want to learn about the landscapes that I'm taking images of. And so I looked into courses, but courses are tough because they don't always offer exactly what you're looking for, and they're quite expensive. And so being a book gal, I don't know if I told you, I used to be a librarian in another life. Being a book gal, I've gotten some books. So Ontario Nature Guide, and this one just gives me like a whole lot of really nice drawings and information about different species of, you know, invertebrates and plants and everything. But I want to go deeper than this too. So I'm probably going to, once I find something like I did with fox, I'm going to look it up. I looked up red foxes in Ontario and then see, okay, so what are their habits? How do they eat? What do they do to find shelter? Where do they mate? All of that stuff. And I found that really interesting. So I have this. I have another book coming that looks like a perfect book for my area, but it was no longer available, and so I ordered it from somebody secondhand, and it was $50, but it's coming, it's coming. And rocks and minerals, because when you're collecting rocks on the beach with your kids, this is awesome. And night sky watcher. I find astronomy absolutely fascinating. So I know a few of the constellations. I want to know even more about the night sky. All right, so learning nature, and related to that, I have started to entertain the idea of camping by myself and van camping. So van life, van camping, here I come. And I'm wondering if I'm a little bit crazy with this idea, but I don't really want to sleep in a tent by myself out in the wilderness. So van camping it is. I'm starting to fix up my van for these trips. Now the thing is, my van is a family van and there are 6 of us. So my van cannot be permanently converted into a van camper, but the seats easily come out and I can easily pack up and take my things and put them in and out of the van. So I am set up for my first trip that I'm leaving on tomorrow. I'm very excited. The weather is supposed to be absolutely perfect. It might rain a little bit, but if you've seen my videos in the past, you know that I love the rain. It is not as hot. The heat wave has passed and I'm just so excited to get going. I'm almost ready. I've also purchased this book, A Woman's Guide to the Wild, Your Complete Outdoor Handbook. And I've been reading it. There's lots of stuff in here that I do know, but there's a lot of things that are very woman specific, which is awesome. Have to do with, you know, women's, what we need to do personally to stay, to take care of ourselves and so on, but also what women might be nervous about when they're out in the wild, and things that women might want to do to keep themselves occupied and entertained and all of this. And I love it because it deals with the real woman, not the absolutely epic, amazing outdoor woman who can climb Mount Everest and then, you know, kayak down the Amazon. It deals with women like me who are family-oriented people who live in a house and don't go out every single day trapping animals and cooking over a campfire. So, Women's Guide. John and I are still planning to go on our long hike, and so I have a backpack, I have the gear that we will need, and I've been getting ready for that by just running and walking a lot. So I love running. I don't know why. It has been 6 years now that I've been running, and I probably would look more like a runner if I didn't so much love food, but I've gone, you know, one of my most proud moments in recent times was a 6-kilometer run followed by 6 more kilometers of walking. And so I'm trying to get ready for this hike. It is a little bit difficult because I just don't have huge gobs of time to spend outdoors away from the family, but I'm thinking it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and even if it doesn't happen, I'm enjoying the prep for it. So John and I would like to go for maybe a 2-day hike, both 2-day hikes, I have to say. One day and then the next day, although it may turn out to just be one day to start. Hiking a long distance, maybe up to some sort of lookout point, and then hiking back to our trailer, wherever we decide to pitch camp. All right, I am writing another new book, and this one is definitely landscape photography related and something again about my adventures out just exploring the outdoors with my camera, and a lot of them are going to be stories about close to home and all of that. I won't tell you all of the details because I don't want to give it away, but I have a specific format in mind, and I really hope that you're going to like it. Let's see, what else am I doing to keep myself occupied, especially during this time with COVID and everything. Photography is absolutely amazing, but you know, after a few years, you can sometimes get a little bit bored, and you need new things to keep you fresh, to keep you excited, to keep you inspired with your camera. And so I have been thinking to myself for a couple of years now that I need to sell my print images, and I have just sold one. I do sell them to people who request them, but I don't have it set up officially on my website or anything, and I don't promote it. So that is something that I am planning to do at some point. And speaking of my photography, I have to share with you that I broke a lens. And I wasn't even doing photography yet. I broke a lens. So keeping up with my gear and keeping on top of cleaning my gear and everything has to do with all of it. To make print ready images, I need to have my gear in working order. So this is the lens that I broke. Thankfully, it is still functioning. The part that broke was not an essential part to its function. It's my 70-300. The bottom fell off. I have this cap to put on the bottom of my lenses, and it is loose, so I have to buy a new one. But I was using, oh, I put it away. Oh, here it is. I was using this lens bag, and I love this lens bag. You can put a lens in it and then just carry it around, you know, your shoulders and your waist, and take it out whenever you want to switch lenses. It's fantastic, except it's just a wee bit tight. So when I was pulling this lens out of the bag, I dropped it. I pulled it by this part, and it came off. So this is just the ring on the end. It says 4.5 to 5.6, 70 to 300 G SSM, and it is not one of the rings that turns or anything, so it's still a functioning lens, but I don't like broken lenses. New gear, I have ordered the Osmo Pocket. Now, I know another photographer, Tim Day, who used to use the Osmo Pocket, and I was quite impressed with what he could do with it. It may just be that it was Tim's talent that made it work so well, but the Osmo Pocket is this tiny little camera that shoots in 4K, but it's on its own gimbal. So I could even put it in my purse, take it out, and start vlogging. The reason that I got this, or that I'm getting this, is so that I can work on our new channel, John and I's new channel, Tin Soup for Two, a little bit easier, because it is difficult to always have everything ready. So having, you know, my big gimbal all charged up and ready to go with the accessories that make it work, the camera and the mic and everything, all of that on top. So I would like something more portable, and I'm going to use the Osmo Pocket to do some of the vlogging for our new channel. Also want to use it to do some of the vlogging for my behind the scenes videos for this channel's members. So if you are a member, membership is 99 cents per month, and you get behind the scenes videos and different little things that I share that are not edited and polished and everything. So, you know, maybe my thoughts after a photo shoot, or just what I've been doing, what I've been up to, anything that is behind the scenes that I have decided to film for you. Now, I have been doing that so far on my phone, which is okay, but it's not the greatest. I think the Osmo Pocket might help me to create more content on the go for you guys, the behind the scenes, for the members, that you will enjoy. So that's what I'm doing. Those are most of the projects that I have started, maybe haven't finished, things that are on the go, things that I'm just doing to keep myself inspired and occupied during this summer, this very strange and different summer that we've been having. I also have a few things that are ongoing. Well, I describe all of these fun and inspiring projects, but a typical day for me usually is like this. I get up early, I might go for a run, and then I come back, and then I get ready for the day. Maybe later sometime in the day I go for an outing, a landscape photography outing, and I film a video for this channel. But most of my day is taken up by cooking for 5 guys and myself, cleaning, doing laundry for 5 guys and myself, the towels alone. And in the evenings, by the time John and I are done with our day, we are usually pretty tired, and we usually watch some sort of series on DVD that we have and enjoy. And so the one that we are enjoying right now is Columbo. Columbo, who is entertaining us with his awesome style of sleuthing and solving murders. This is amazing. You know what else I love about it? I love looking at all of the stuff from 1976 that, you know, when this was filmed, and all of the actors and everything, and the way that life was then is different than it is now. I mean, it's not completely different, but it is different. And so I really enjoy heading back to 1976, 1971, and watching Columbo solve an old-fashioned murder without all the technology that we have today. So I hope that you guys are doing really, really well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would do so. If you haven't seen my new channel, it is tin soup for two. I'll have the link in the description. It is John and I completely just doing outdoor stuff and not professional. Okay, not professionally. We are just your average outdoor people who make tons of mistakes and laugh along the way. And I just want to thank you guys for coming along, and I hope that you're doing very, very well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.